The Journal of Grimm 226. Snow and Fecal Matters, posted on February 11, 2015 by SageDoyle. February 11, 2015. Why haven't I been writing in you, my old friend, journal? Here's why. 1. There's been tons of snow, roughly about 75 inches in 18 days. What that means is that I've been doing a lot of shoveling. A lot. I've shoveled our place. I've shoveled some neighbors' homes, and I've gone to my parents to help them. My dad had a heart attack the first storm while shoveling. He's out of the hospital now, but I was going there to do it for him after that. I also shoveled at the store to help Charlie so she wouldn't have to hire anyone to do it. Well, she'd never really hire anyone, she'd do it herself, but she was eager to accept my offer to help her out. 2. Though school has been cancelled some days, I invested time into reading ahead and beginning future assignments. 3. I've spent time playing in the snow, which is awesome. 4. I've been maintaining Bogart, who apparently hates snow. I learned the snow has triggered his decompensation, which has been a lot to handle. There were times I was tempted to get him evaluated at the hospital. The best person to handle him in these cases is Cola. I'm most often the one to calm him, but now that he's having a relapse of all his symptoms, he's paranoid and afraid to trust me. He's been violent with me, so I'm kinda beat up. I try not to hit him back, since it's not his fault, it's just a matter of getting away and stopping him. He's not violent with Cola, Pete, or Gary Oldman too. Pete is kind of afraid of him, so he has a hard time intervening. With Cola, Bogart will not hit her, because she identifies as a woman, but then he remembers she's anatomically a man, so he gets confused. The confusion is what seems to calm him. He tries to react to her like he would a woman, then gets tempted to react as if she's a man, then the conflict takes over and he's stunted. She's soothing with him and he responds well, once the confusion distracts him from whatever was going on in his head. Other than that, these are the things that have gone on. 1. The Patriots won. 2. I had gone to that gynecologist appointment with Solange. When she was called into the exam room, she insisted I go in with her. I hate to admit I was kinda horrified. It was uncomfortable and awkward. First, she was told to strip to nothing and put on the Johnny. I thought she would tell me to turn around, but she didn't. She's not as modest as I assumed. I think any modesty she may have exhibited before was the result of her not wanting my sexual attention. But now that I'm aware of her situation, she trusts I'll back off. This reminds me of a story. She was over my place and she decided she wanted to attempt a blowjob. When we took down my pants and I was lying on the bed, she said that penises were funny looking, even a little ugly. Then she said she wasn't sure if she wanted to put that in her mouth. I'm not sure if I should be offended, but she decided against it and said maybe some other time, though since I was expecting it, she resolved to jerk me off, but she used 2 hands and churned me like butter, which was both interesting and fucking hot. Anyway, I digress. After she stripped, and the doctor came in, that's when it got most awkward, as she laid back, put her feet in the stirrups, and the doctor stuck her head under the sheet between Solen's legs. Okay. I'm sorry. That got me so horny. I got even more horny when the doctor was doing her breast exam. I feel like a pervert. But yeah, so in the end, the doctor referred her to a plastic surgeon, a specialist for genital reconstructive surgery. She said it is definitely medical and should be covered by insurance. We've got that appointment in March. It's the earliest one we could get unless there's a cancellation, in which case they will call us. 3. Olivia contacted me about her exhibition and let me know the date, which is at the end of February. I'm still concerned about that. Other than all of that, As a result of all the snow, it has seemed that we've been in a snow apocalypse since we've had some days when people were either discouraged from being out or required by law to stay off the road due to state of emergency status, with police officers commuting doctors and other health professionals to the hospitals. Crazy shit. I have some other crazy shit I want to say. My name is Grimm and this is Crazy Shit. Grimm''s is Insane Feces 1. I was waiting at a light and the person in front of me went through the red light, and for once there happened to be a cop nearby who pulled the person over. I was so happy. In fact, I was a little gleeful. I fucking love to see that. People who go through red lights fucking piss me off. They kill people. 2. I realized that there are likely particles of fecal matter in farce, so when you smell one and even taste one, you are breathing in and tasting fecal matter. 3. The snow in our yard goes up to my balls. That's really cold. 4. The snow banks and parking lots are twice the height of me. On the sides of the roads, they are nearly my height or higher. 5. Being relatively snowbound has enticed me to cook more. I made calzones last week, but they sucked more than I wanted them to. Nana, my great-grandmother, is turning in her grave. God rest her soul, amen. Sorry, Nana. 6. Pete and I were having fun jumping off our balcony into the snow below, until Bogart overcame his hatred of snow, and leaped off the balcony, landing with his knee in Pete's face and breaking his nose. Bogart thought it was hysterical, and that the bright red blood on the white snow looked cool. Then he began to whine about how cold it was and suddenly realized he was in the snow, in just a jeans and t-shirt and barefoot, and he ran back upstairs into the apartment where Cola had to de-escalate him once again. Pete was done jumping off the roof. Okay. Maybe some of that isn't crazy shit, but I'm not perfect. To make up for my imperfections, I'll paste some snow pics in here. This is a photo of a snow phantom. Nah, it's just me running up a mound of snow near a plaza after the second storm. We have more snow now. This one is just a cool picture. Buried trees by the plaza. A worse off tree. That one was after the first storm. And that's all. I'll end with a random theme song. It's She's a Lady by Tom Jones. Cola loved this song and was listening to it one day, and ironically, I pointed out to her that the lyrics were really sexist. She was like, "Oh damn it, you're right, the song is a ruin for me now." Sorry, Cola. COLA Cola.